Hello everyone, and welcome back. Today, we're taking a deep dive into the future of banking, a topic that's not just about numbers and transactions, but about how technology and changing customer behavior are reshaping an entire industry. Our guide on this journey is Brett King's groundbreaking book, Bank 2.0, How Customer Behavior and Technology Will Change the Future of Financial Services. Let's start with the basics. Did you know that today, a staggering 90% of daily transactions are executed electronically? That's right. Physical branches, cash, and checks are becoming relics of the past. Brett King emphasizes that institutions clinging to the belief that physical branches are the core of their brand are in for a rude awakening. The customers of tomorrow rarely visit a branch, and they certainly don't see the need for over-the-counter transactions with cash or checks. Think about it. When was the last time you actually went to a bank branch to do something? For most of us, it's been a while. And that's because we have the internet, ATMs, and mobile apps that make banking more convenient than ever. But here's the catch. Many banks still classify these as alternative channels. According to King, those who don't adapt to this new reality will be playing catch-up for the next decade. Now, let's talk about the elephant in the room: fees and customer dissatisfaction. The financial services sector has been under fire for years, with customers becoming increasingly vocal about poor service and exorbitant fees. Remember the MoveYourMoney.info movement in the United States? It was a clear sign that customers are fed up and ready to take action. Social media has only amplified these frustrations. Twitter, blogs, and online forums are buzzing with negative comments about outdated banking practices. So, if you're in an industry that's been around for over a century, with customers criticizing your practices and policies, and your profits and valuations are under attack, it's time to consider change. Brett King predicts that in the next 5 years, checks will be phased out in most developed economies. Mobile banking via app phones will be the fastest-growing banking channel, and branch visits will continue to decline as we all struggle with our busy schedules. Banks will be challenged by customers who simply don't see the need for KYC compliance based on physical paperwork, or who can't spare the time to visit a branch. But the changes don't stop there. Within 10 years, traditional media like TV, newspapers, and magazines will have changed forever. Direct mail as a marketing medium has already failed, and TV commercials, physical newspapers, and most other forms of advertising have disappeared in 2020. Why? Because customers want to use channels their way, and they want smarter, simpler ways to get from point A to point B in their banking journey. This brings us to a crucial question. Can you build relationships through technology? Traditionally, we've thought that relationships needed to be built face-to-face, but Brett King argues that strong relationships can be developed using technology. The key, as in any relationship, is the establishment of trust. And this is where the concept of the prosumer and Web 2.0 come into play. The prosumer is a new breed of customer, someone who not only consumes information, but also creates it. With the rise of social networking, customers are more likely to find and trust information received through platforms like Facebook and Twitter than through traditional media. This shift in information consumption is changing the way banks need to engage with their customers. Now, let's talk about the customer experience. Brett King shares a fascinating story about Citibank's futuristic video banking center in the early 1990s. It was a cutting-edge solution at the time, but it failed because the bank hadn't asked its customers if they would actually want to use it. The lesson here is clear. Technology use is determined by customers, not by banks. Customer experience is becoming the key differentiator in financial services. It's not just about having a great branch experience. It's about providing a seamless, integrated experience across all channels. Banks need to think about who their customers are and what they need, rather than relying on outdated models of service delivery. Brett King also outlines 3 key phases of disruption: the arrival of the internet, the emergence of smart devices, and the move towards mobile payments. We're already in the second phase, with mobile banking and app phones driving a new era of portable banking. The third phase, mobile payments, is just around the corner, and it will revolutionize the way we handle transactions. In conclusion, Bank 2.0 is not just about technology, it's about understanding and anticipating customer behavior. It's about creating a total customer experience that meets the needs of today's empowered consumers. Banks that embrace this change will thrive, while those that resist will be left behind. Thank you for joining me on this journey into the future of banking. If you enjoyed this episode, be sure to subscribe and leave a review. And remember, the future is now. It's time to rethink how we bank. Until next time, keep learning and stay bright.
Visit BrightLearn.ai for more fascinating videos like this one, and naturalnews.com for full editorial coverage and breaking news on critical stories that keep you informed and aware of what's really going on.